I love the game and that's all I do. But then sometimes I feel like I have more to me than just soccer. It was an escape for me. I don't take things for granted. I think in a split second, I can end up back where I started. It's changed my life completely. I always say to people that I'm one of the lucky of the millions of the people in the world, and I try to take more advantage of the opportunity that I have.
Thomas Jefferson, the founder of the University of Virginia, believed in luck. Not as some intangible quality, but as a direct result of work. The journey of junior Edward Opoku from Kananga, Ghana to Central Virginia is one littered with luck, but sustained by his unbreakable spirit. He was discovered at age 10 by Ghana's Right to Dream Academy, a chance tryout that put the young Opoku on an unlikely path to athletic and academic stardom.
People ask me, when did you start playing? I don't remember when I started playing, but I know that like every minute that I got, I was walking like 3 miles to go find a TV to watch people like the Ghana national team play on TV. I could play and not eat like the whole day and just keep playing and I'll be satisfied. I think it was like a getaway for me. I play for my local team in my village, and at the age of 10, I got scouted by the Right to Dream Soccer Academy, which is based on education, obviously your character, and soccer. For me, I've never had education. I could not speak English or even have a conversation in English. They announced it on the radio actually that they were going to do tryouts in my hometown. That was actually a day that my grandmother's funeral, so I kind of counted myself out. The soccer field, which is where the tryouts were, was actually behind, like right next to the cemetery. So we went to bury my grandmother and I just went over there to just check it out. Technically they said they were going to pick 16 out of the 600 kids, but then they ended up picking one. I don't know how they chose me, but I guess my grandmother, I always give the credit to her that she helped me, and if it wasn't her, or if I don't know if I would have been there or anything like that. I actually didn't want to stay there when I got there because I wasn't used to the life of like just going to classes, eating 3 sandwiches a day, and having like someone like you had more like a structured life at Right to Dream. It was unbelievable. It's an unbelievable place. But then I was more used to like waking up in the morning, picking a soccer ball, and just getting out of the house. I was more used to like kind of controlling my own destiny. I complained to my mom a lot about coming home, but then she said to them that they shouldn't let me come home at all. I was like, wow, my mom actually doesn't even like me because I never had a dad growing up. I didn't really think about the best situation for me and what she was doing for me.
Despite early growing pains, Edward remained at Right to Dream and was placed in New York's Millbrook Academy, one of the top boarding schools in the country. Not only did he set the school record for points and goals, he took full advantage of the academic opportunities presented by the preparatory school. He was now ready for the rigors of academia.
Like, I wasn't looking at Virginia until Christmas of my senior year. I went to North Carolina to play in the All-American soccer game and high school game, and Virginia was there in 2014 and they were playing the College Cup. My guardian, John Powers, called me. He said, Virginia has shown interest and they want you to come and visit. And that was a couple of days after Christmas. So I came to Charlottesville and no one was here. There was absolutely no student, it was cold, and I was like, I don't know what I'm visiting or like the experience I'm gonna have. But then I got here and I absolutely loved it. I just felt something that, like this is the place for me.
Most of these guys come from a pretty hard background, and the academy itself is hard. It's their way out, you know, and I think they realize that and know that, and they all work pretty hard. Eddie's the only Right to Dream guy that we've had since we've taken a close look in the recruiting process because they're such good young men, very appreciative, disciplined, and great players. You know, we are absolutely thrilled to have Eddie.
Eddie's such a special kid. You know, the first time I met him, I just knew instantly he was a guy that we had to have in the locker room. You know, he's just always smiling, bright sense of humor. He just kind of makes those around you smile. And kind of knowing his background and what he's been through and his resiliency and his time here specifically, watching him overcome and just continue to grow as a young man has been honestly one of the greatest pleasures of my life.
You know, he came in as a scrawny little guy, fast and athletic, but he's worked hard at getting stronger, and I think it's helped him a lot. but the academics are important to him too. They're really important to him. He wasn't quite sure he was going to be able to, for instance, be at a place like this. And he's worked really, really hard in the classroom so that he can be at a place like this. I think it's this school, it's our community, it's our teammates and coaches that's helped him in all regards in those aspects of his life. To see the growth in Eddie, you know, on the field and off the field, it makes us all just smile.
The smile, an Opoku trademark and a visual representation of his guiding principle, be happy. A motto born from experience and magnified by a trip back home following his senior year of high school.
When I got home, kids had Opoku on the back of their shirt. They don't know me, but they've heard about me, and they all want to be where I am. For a moment, I said to myself, wow, I was once one of those kids, and now they're all looking up to me. So there's obviously something good I'm doing, and I need to keep doing that, and I need to keep impacting those kids' life. That's what I try to do here at the university by spending time with people and just making sure that I'm smiling and I'm being happy. It doesn't matter who you are or what you have. There's always people looking up to you, and you need to just make sure that you're leaving a good reputation, that you want people to remember you of something good and not something bad.
Soccer has taken Edward Opoku from Africa through Europe and now America, but it has given him a new home, Charlottesville and the University of Virginia.